felt his presence hugely over the last 4 years working with him at CSSSA. A presence that was warm and wry and not without humor. I know that he had a stunning reach of influence in his life between teachers and students and audience members. His influence must reach well into the thousands. And I also know from standing out here on the deck talking about a small town in northern Mexico named San Miguel de Allende and how his eyes lit up when I mentioned that place, that his personal life reflected a life well lived, as well as his professional life. A lot of you know that my mom passed away this last April, and at the end, poetry was one of the last things that comforted us. I found an Edna St. Vincent Millay poem that grabbed me by the throat one day. It's long and beautiful. I'll just read you these quick lines. It's from Moraturus. For the body at best is a bundle of aches, longing for rest. It cries when it wakes. Alas, 'tis light and set of sun. Alas, 'tis night and nothing done. Death, however, is a spongy wall, is a sticky river, is nothing at all. These were words of defiance for me. What kind of dividing line is this, if my love and your love are not changed on the other side? And I reread Wit by Margaret Edson in preparation for this year's classes, and I found a corollary that I thought Cal would appreciate. As you may know, the main character remembers her college professor who sort of beat her on the right way to punctuate John Donne. She was offended, her professor was offended when she brought in a different version to a college class. The incorrect way is, and death shall be no more, semicolon, death, comma, thou shalt die, exclamation point. The professor says, if you go in for this sort of thing, I suggest you take up Shakespeare. And the professor explains that actually it is, and death shall be no more, comma, death, thou shalt die. Because there is nothing but a breath, a comma, that separates life from life everlasting. It's very simple, really, she writes. With the original punctuation restored, death is no longer something to act out on a stage with exclamation points. It's a comma, a pause. This way, the uncompromising way, one learns something from this poem, wouldn't you say? Life, death, soul, God, past, present. Not insuperable barriers, not semicolons, just a comma. So to Cal on the other side of that comma, we send our love.